Okay, so we're back. I apologize for that quick internet outage, but I think what we found there was what can happen when you tell a story about your wife and she can pull the plug on the entire presentation. So what we were talking about was the four-wheel drive capability. A guest had asked how to activate the all-wheel drive capability. It is the switch just to the left of the ignition column. And the first switch places the vehicle from rear-wheel drive into all-wheel drive. To activate that, very simply, obviously you have to have the vehicle running and have the vehicle stationary. You can push this button to activate the four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive system. Off to the right then, we have a feature which is the low operationals to the all-wheel drive. What that does is it changes the transmission ratio and applies more torque to certain wheels and will provide 40% more power to each of the wheels in all-wheel drive low setting. The other question, Heidi, correct me if I'm wrong, was wanting to talk about the infotainment package.
Yes,
and
if you could.
Just a little bit of background on that. That was a change that was made that was effective for the 2018 Mercedes-Benz chassis. And with the government mandate of any light-duty passenger vehicle under 10,000 pounds gross vehicle weight rating having to require a backup camera, Mercedes-Benz now provides their radio and rear view camera monitoring system standard, but it also includes a safety package that Winnebago has also selected from Mercedes-Benz that really provides some great safety enhancements. So obviously first and foremost is the rear view camera monitoring system. It's going to automatically be turned on anytime you place the vehicle in reverse. You can drive down the road with the camera on all of the time by changing one of the settings. What's included in the safety enhancement package, though, are automatic controls for high beam assist, windshield wiper operation assist, that's automatic off of the rain sensor. But really some of the best safety enhancements are lane departure warning, front collision assist, blind spot monitoring, and then also it includes some creature comfort upgrades such as a leather wrapped steering wheel, additional insulation in each of the doors, and a first aid kit along with a flashlight. So that's
nailed it.
I nailed it again. Good. Okay, so that's the safety enhancements. That's literally over probably $3,500 worth of safety enhancements from Mercedes-Benz. Probably the three biggest ones in my mind are the blind spot alerts. So it'll alert you if you attempt to try to change lanes and there's something in your blind spot. It includes the lane departure warning system that will alert you if you encroach a white line or a yellow line, but then also provides highway monitoring with front collision assist.
So with that, the big question is, how do I pair my phone to that system?
You bet. And actually right after today's webcast, we're going to launch a new video on how to pair that up. But what also comes with the radio and rear view camera monitoring system in the Mercedes-Benz OEM or proprietary radio is Bluetooth connectivity. So I can pair up my smartphone or tablet directly to that system for not only hands-free calling, but for voice guidance through apps such as Google Maps or Apple Maps. And then I can also listen to all of my downloaded music, including audio apps such as Spotify, Pandora, Radio App One, or even the SiriusXM satellite radio app using Bluetooth connectivity directly to that front infotainment radio from Mercedes-Benz.
Great. And so our next video that we drop will actually have the push button how to do that.
It will. But I won't bore any of you with that today.
Perfect.
But if you want to watch it later, you can.
I have we're going to move to a weights and measurements category, Alex. So
Alex, I get it. I'm old enough to know that.
There you go. What is the weight for the rack up top? You know, what can someone put up there?
Yeah, so up top, I'm going to jump out here, Rhonda. The Summit rack system that is included from Winnebago Industries includes this detachable ladder. Detachable ladder. The beauty of this multi-point ladder is you can literally swivel it throughout the RV. Most notably alongside the driver's side to access the storage rack up top. The Summit rack up top has, basically it's a 200-pound load rating. It's 40 pounds per strut that's up on the front rack. And so then also speaking about weights and measures, a lot of people want to know how much stuff can I bring. And so One of the appeals to the coach is we have a 140 cubic foot gear garage to the rear. It also then includes that 49 by 79 inch sleeping surface along with the front sleeping surface. But with the coach having an 8,550 pound gross vehicle weight rating, the occupant and cargo carrying capacity on this particular Revel that does include the performance wheels and the air conditioner is 1,370 pounds. So I can bring 1,370 pounds without being overweight of people, cargo, and then any fresh water out of the 21-gallon freshwater tank that I could bring on board. But in terms of weights and measures, I think we had some other questions that I'm going to rely on Heidi because she's got a lot more of the specs.
So yeah, we have some just measurement questions for the cargo bay in the back, which we've also done a great video on where we tried to measure every little thing we could. So that's available out there. And I would just say generally from the floor to the bed, when the bed is all the way up, we measured 61.5 inches. And then the length or depth rather of the cargo area, we measured at 54 inches. And width-wise, you know, between the wheel wells, we were at 51 inches, but we really got way more detailed on that video, so that's a good resource. And while you're in there, Ron, we just have a question about weight rating on that bed.
Yep. Yeah, so on this powered loft bed, you can actually place 600 pounds. So it has a 600 pound weight rating on this bed. One of the common questions that we get is, do I have to use it in this location? Which is a very valid question because people are going to be bringing a lot of cargo with them. And some of those pieces of cargo that they bring, whether it's a mountain bike, a bicycle, a motorcycle, can be quite expensive. And so you can use this in any location. So if I bring it up or down, it's safe to use it in that location or that height. The only difference is you can see as it elevates up, you lose the width of the bump outs that Winnebago has installed in the Sprinter van. So I believe this changes the width then to, is it 48 or 49 inches, Heidi?
I believe 48.
Yep, in width. So it shortens your sleeping surface. But if it's fully down, we've got a 49 by 79 inch sleeping surface.
That's correct. In terms of the gear garage, just some questions about, you know, how people are normally using it. I think we have a mixed bag probably. And, you know, in terms of storage-wise, what is available in there?
Yeah, so there's a lot of versatility in terms of the storage rings, the D-rings that are included. These can be expanded. Very simple to use, but they also then allow you to tie down your cargo. 140 cubic feet back here, great depth, obviously great width, and then also what we've seen is a lot of people extending then into the hallway if it's an expensive kayak, if it's an expensive bike, that type of thing. You can walk through the hallway and store things throughout the hallway for even more depth.
That's perfect. And then Jay on our website's just commenting that a 6-foot guy can sleep on that bed. And I want to correct what I said. When that cushion goes up, you know, fully down, you have a 76-inch long sleeping area, but when it's up, that middle cushion is 52.5 inches.
Got it.
So yes? Or do you want to
absolutely.
try it? No.
You want me to try it?
No.
I am 6 feet. And yes, you can lay down very comfortably in the bed.
Can we talk a quick moment about winterization? Some questions on how to do it.
Yep.
And what is the freshwater drain tool that we've talked about in prior videos?
Yeah, so not a lot of people will winterize the coach because they're using it so frequently, and just the efficiency of that S-bar heater to keep anything from freezing up. Absolutely a 4-season model, so if really you're going to winterize the RV, it's probably more so for storage considerations. We do have a dedicated video on how to winterize your RV, winterize your Revel specifically. Ben Folman has done a couple of great educational orientation and then also the winterization video. But one of the tools that we talk about is that it is a little bit challenging to drain the freshwater tank, which is obviously one of the first steps that you would take if you're going to winterize the RV. And we've developed a tool in conjunction with a local welder that literally allows you to literally just unscrew the drain valve for the freshwater tank. It's not a lot of money whatsoever, but it makes it very easy to do. It's right up underneath the freshwater tank, and you can rotate that counterclockwise and drain the freshwater tank. So very straightforward, pretty inexpensive, but it's a tool that we use anytime that we winterize a Revel. And again, it's a pretty straightforward process, and we've got a great video in detail. Was there more of a specific question that I missed?
Nope.
Okay.
What options can people get in terms of Wi-Fi and cellular enhancement?
Yeah, so just recently we did a great connectivity webcast. Again, it was a monthly webcast where we covered connectivity enhancements. One of the challenges that you have with a 19.5-foot long RV that is a nimble, on-the-go, off-road adventure vehicle is there's not a lot of real estate on the roof. There is enough room for either the availability of using a connectivity upgrade or a compact satellite system. So we have options for installing Wi-Fi enhancements, but probably more relevant for an outdoorist enthusiast that is going to be off the grid would be something that combines that along with 4G LTE. And there is enough room, and we have installed on the roof of a Revel a WineGuard Connect 2.0. And the beauty of that is that it does not only Wi-Fi boosting from nearby Wi-Fi points, but it also will boost your 4G LTE, and you don't have to purchase a data plan through the provider. You can actually activate a Verizon or an AT&T or a Sprint SIM card and have it pull off of your existing data plan. So be sure to check out that connectivity webcast, but again, we can install a Wi-Fi or a 4G LTE extender right on the roof of the Revel to enhance that connectivity.
Can the current batteries be replaced with lithium?
Good question. Again, there are 3 absorbed glass mat Group 31 RV batteries. Since they are maintenance-free batteries, they're in the metal shield up underneath. We talked about skid plate packages earlier, and they can be upgraded to lithium. Typically, our recommendation is to run the life of those AGM batteries first and get the value of what you're paying for as opposed to just unnecessarily spending more money. But again, with 315 amp hours, they have great life, but you can swap those out with lithium down the road.
Have we seen people add solar on the roof? Like what are the limitations with space? I know we've seen portable,
yep,
and I believe we've seen sidewall.
We have. So we actually have a couple of different options for that. There's not a lot of real estate up top. I think the most that we could possibly even add on the rooftop is 40 watts. Through the quick port on the side, and there's great storage alongside the gear garage in the back. You can do the suitcase style portable solar enhancements, so those solar packages, they plug directly into this quick port. We also have a guest that is up at Mount Rushmore right now that actually has a Travato where he installed alongside the driver's side sidewall wall mount solar enhancements that actually elevate up so they can convert to whatever angle the sun is at, and you can put those alongside the sidewall. That's probably more the minority, not necessarily the rule, so to speak, but you can add the largest portable solar compatible with the ZAMP system that I've seen is 160 watts. So you could take 200 and go to 360 pretty easily, just through the quick port on the sidewall, and very inexpensively.
A question on the windows, do they have a sliding shade, and is it reflective?
It is. So these windows that you see are the Sight acrylic dual glaze thermal insulated windows. And the beauty of it is that they're canopy awning style windows. So even in nominal rain, you can keep these slightly open to then allow for fresh air ventilation. But the shade system includes an insect screen and then also a privacy shade that also includes the thermal break. So they feature kind of dual pane-like properties in an acrylic style window, and these are the Sight's windows that are included anywhere where we install the window, not necessarily in the automotive glass in the front and the rear.
Then one of the last questions I have so far would be just what screens are available, and do they come with it, and do they cover both openings?
Yeah, so we actually have rear screens and side screens for fresh air ventilation. And then for privacy blackout at night, we have the side door, as well as the front privacy panels for privacy at night.
I think you covered it.
Great questions today. We're going to keep our chat lines open on this particular webcast for a little bit longer. And as with all of our chat here at Lichtsinn RV, during normal business hours, we actually we staff the chat on our website with true Lichtsinn RV factory trained consultants. After hours, we do use a third-party company, but you're speaking with a true factory trained consultant on our chat directly on lichtsinn.com. So great questions today as we covered the first availability now in stock, again with the Kiwi or the Silver Springs cabinetry that we have in stock right now. We have one of each on the 2019 Winnebago Revel that also includes the new safety enhancement package from Mercedes-Benz. So again, we'll keep our chat lines open for a little bit longer. Also keep in mind, if there are specific things that you want to see that we didn't necessarily cover either in today's interactive presentation or on any of the 20+ videos that we have directly on our Revel display page on lichtsinn.com, be sure to consult one of our factory trained sales staff team members here at Lichtsinn RV, where we can go live in a heartbeat and literally just show you on any of our in-stock factory fresh RVs the things that are important to you with a live three-way interactive presentation from the comfort of your own home or office, regardless of where you're at anywhere across the world. So again, I want to thank our marketing team today for joining us. I want to thank Heidi for staffing our chat again with such great questions that we had on the 2019 Winnebago Revel, available now in stock here at Lichtsinn RV.